Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright, guys, on this episode of Bullet Points this morning, we are going to take a trip to Alabama because there's a lot going on around the constitutional carry situation that's bringing out a lot of details which we need to discuss. Now, just to give you an overall update, constitutional carry moved from the House into the Senate last night in the positive direction in Alabama. And this has prompted, just like everywhere else in the country, multiple opinion pieces that are coming out against constitutional carry. This one that we're going to cover today is actually penned by a Democrat in Alabama. Now, what's really crucial is not that the Democrats are coming out against constitutional carry, because for them it's a simple equation. Gun equal bad equal more gun equal more bad equal no. That's pretty much it, right? However, there's something interesting around the sheriff's departments and the police departments that are coming out against constitutional carry because it's a sworn duty of those departments to uphold this Constitution. That's where the juxtaposition comes in. Now, what we're going to cover is not only this opinion piece, but we're also going to cover a piece that was released last night in the second press. This is crucially important. It would not be possible without you guys. It's all linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear from you guys on this because this is a big piece of the puzzle. Now, the second press is, like I said, it is something that we are funding user-driven. There's a free 2-week trial in the description box below. We need to get as many people in there as we can. Test it out, see if it's for you. If not, that's fine, but if it is, you are funding things like what we're about to cover, which counter all the Democratic arguments and bring us further for our rights. We'd love your help. It's in the description box below. Let me know what you guys think, and let's dive in. All right, so here's the article we're going to cover first. This is from Alabama. Guest opinion. Permitless carry would begin dismantling Alabama's culture of responsible gun ownership. This is from Monday. Now, this bill already passed, but it's important what they say in here. Now, let's dive into the actual article from Second Press. I'm going to give you 3 quotes that go into the building of the NFA, and then we're going to talk about the police-sheriff tie-in. This is from the article, Myers versus Commonwealth of Virginia, Removing a Stumbling Block from Gun Owners' Path by Dennis P. Chapman on the Second Press. It is accessible if you do that the 2-week free trial down there. Check this out. While current gun control advocates would certainly disclaim it now, it is clear from the foregoing that a key aim of the modern gun control movement, at least at its inception, was the creation of additional charges with which to ensnare people to facilitate easier prosecution. This is in reference to the debate around the NFA in 1934. So this goes back 90 years, okay? This is a quote from Elijah J. Cummings, the Attorney General, testifying for the NFA to pass, okay? Listen to this. Quote, "Now you say that it is easy for criminals to get weapons. I know it. But I want to make it easy to convict them when they have the weapons. That is the point of it. I do not expect criminals to comply with the law. I do not expect the underworld to be going around giving their fingerprints and getting permits to carry these weapons. But I want to be in a position when I find such a person to convict him because he has not complied." End quote. That is the sitting Attorney General at the time that the NFA was passed in the testimony for the NFA. I got one more for you. Quote, "I am assuming in all of this, of course, that the criminal elements are not going to obtain permits, and they are not going to obtain licenses, and they are not going to be able to bring themselves within those protective requirements. Therefore, when we capture one of those people, we have simply a plain question to propound to him. Where is your license? Where is your permit? If he cannot show it, we've got him and his weapons, and we do not need to go through an elaborate trial with all kinds of complicated questions arising. That is the theory of this bill." Elijah J. Cummings, sitting Attorney General, testifying for the NFA in 1934. Big. But now, look at what they're going to say here from an Alabama perspective. We're going back to modern times. "We pride ourselves on being a state of responsible gun owners, but permitless carry begins dismantling Alabama's culture of responsible gun ownership. Government issuing concealed carry permits is one of the few backstops we have to ensure responsible gun usage." Now, this is a Democrat writing this. Check this out. Here comes the law enforcement angle. "One that works to protect survivors of domestic violence, prevent people suffering from mental illness from gaining access to more lethal means of harming themselves or others, and ensuring that a person carrying a gun in public isn't a criminal with dangerous history." Now, of course, we know that there's already the background checks for firearm purchases, so that would weed out all of this. Their reasoning is void. It doesn't make any sense. But check this out. Here comes the law enforcement tie-in. "Take it from the city of Opelika, where the police chief and sheriff have voiced opposition to permitless carry. Opelika Police Chief Shane Healy said, quote, "In 2021, OPD made 78 cases for carrying a pistol without a valid permit." Sound familiar? In the last 5 years, it had 333 cases. Last 10, 445. In over 60% of these cases, it led to other charges such as assault, possession of stolen property, drug crimes, a plethora of things. Their argument is not about keeping people safe. Their argument is about other crimes that came from this existing permitting system. Going back to 90 years ago in 1934, Elijah J. Cummings, does that sound familiar? This is why the second press is so important, because we are taking the fight to these people. If you don't think those crimes are severe enough to be thankful a gun charge unearthed criminal histories, remember Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh was initially arrested on a gun charge. Gun laws can get murderers and terrorists off the street. If this is not about safety and this is all about unearthing more charges, what's the point of the police force? What's the point of the sheriff's office? What's the point if in the entire thing from 1934, testifying Elijah J. Cummings, sitting attorney U.S. General, or U.S. sitting attorney general, the entire thing is to entrap people? Is it kind of coming into focus now? That's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you tonight at the 9 p.m. segment. I'm Braden. See you later.